today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The Dolphins had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. In motion, Hill. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hubbard will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Back to Mixon on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Rattler now on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Rattler. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on time to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Then bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they can't bring him down. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Rattler to the air on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Rattler now to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Kamara. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, here's Rattler. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Rattler. They fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A beautiful fake. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. Throwing on 1st and 10, Rattler. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we go up to Orlando now at hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. It's Jaden Daniels with a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing is Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Mixing up the middle. And able to get this to the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 2nd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. This 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Rattler wants to throw it. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw. Took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Forced out to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll look to throw. They finds his target, Beckham. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Rattler. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing once more, here's Rattler. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Akers is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.